Hello and welcome to this Norbord, my cabinet guide video on how to assemble a standard 500 wall unit. The standard wall units are 720 high and come with 2 shelves. There is a tall wall unit that is 900 high and comes with 3 shelves. It's always best to assemble your unit on the cardboard box. That way you can protect the panels. 2 shelves, they come with their fittings pre-inserted. They have an end panel. This is where Cooke Lewis comes into its own. All of the fittings have been pre-inserted. This saves not only time, but also means you can assemble the units quicker. In your wall unit, you have 3 fittings bags. You have your wall hanging kit. You have your packet of fittings that consists of your joining bolts, your shelf supports, and also the silver cover caps that you can use for any of the unused holes, and a frame fixing kit. In each box there is an assembly guide. Please take the time to read this, as there is useful information on here that will help you to build your unit. It also tells you what items are in the box and the minimum tools required to get the job done. So taking my second side panel, I place it next to my first one, giving me a right and a left hand end. There is a back rail. This back rail has been edged on one edge, and this edge should be placed upwards when you put it into your unit. And the last panel in the box is my back panel. The back panel is 8mm thick. It's laminated on both sides, so it has a surface on both sides, and it comes with 2 holes that go towards the top of the unit. The wall unit end panels are handed. You have a right hand end panel and a left hand end panel. There are 2 holes at the bottom of your unit that take your back rail, and 4 holes at the top of your unit that take your wall fixing brackets. Now I'm going to insert the top and base panel into my end panel. You must make sure that the groove corresponds with the groove in your end panel. In. Tighten the cams up as you go. Okay, I've got my top and bottom in. I'm now going to slide my back panel into its groove. You slide the back panel in, making sure that the holes that are drilled in the top of the back panel correspond with the 4 holes in your side panel. Before I put my last end on, I'm going to put my back rail in. Don't forget, the edging goes upwards. It goes into the 2 holes drilled at the bottom of your unit, and you just push it down like so. This rail actually adds stability to your wall unit. Okay, so now I'm going to put my last side panel on. Tightening it up. Like that. Your wall hanging brackets aren't handed. They can be inserted in the right or left hand side panel. What you do is you put your bracket in like so. You pull your tag down like this. That locks it tight into position. In your wall hanging bracket there are 3 holes. You never use this one because if you do, the screw could come right through and be seen in your unit. So, drill a quick hole, then taking the screw provided, you put it in like that. When your wall hanging brackets have been inserted, what you will see inside the unit are these two adjustment screws here. The top one, when you turn it, pulls the unit back to the wall. The bottom one, when you turn it, adjusts the unit up and down. You should always adjust the unit up and down before you pull the unit tight to the wall. What you actually see is the adjustment screw at the top here. That's the one that pulls the unit back to the wall. And the adjustment screw at the bottom there, that's the one that moves the unit up and down. Once you're happy that it's in the correct place and adjusted correctly on the wall, you insert the silver cover cap like so. And that is all you see inside your unit, that nice little silver disc. It is recommended that all wall units are fixed to the wall, not only using their wall brackets, but also fixed at the bottom. With the Cooke Lewis units, it's handy because you can drill through your back panel, through your back rail and into your wall, and then fix the units that way. The fixings are not supplied with the unit. If you're unsure of what fixings to use, please consult a local builder or go to your DIY store, B&Q, and their building expert will give you advice. So I'm going to insert my shelf supports. You get 4 per side. Now insert your shelf, tap it down, and you have a secure but still adjustable shelf. When I say secure, that shelf won't pull out and it doesn't lift up easily. You have to physically bang it up to get it out. For the unused holes, there are silver cover caps provided. You insert them like this, and then giving them a light tap, that then completes your unit. I'm now going to show you how to fit a standard lay-on door to this unit. The hinges are purchased separately. You must ensure that you have the correct hinges for the type of door you have. The hinge comes in 2 parts. You have the main hinge and then you have the hinge plate. You need to separate the 2 parts. You push this button in here and it comes apart like that. This is the button you push in. This is a standard soft close hinge from the Hinge Pack ASC. The soft close works like that. Okay, so I'm now going to put my hinge into the hinge holes on my door. Place them into the pre-drilled holes like so, and then taking the screws provided, you screw them into the pre-drilled holes for each hinge. And again, you can use a cordless screwdriver, but we recommend a handheld screwdriver because you can feel how tight you've screwed them in. I'm now going to fix my hinge plates to my unit. The hinge plate should be fitted with this square towards the back of the unit. I'm fixing my hinge plates to my left-hand side panel. They could be fitted to the right-hand side panel if you required a right-hand hung door. This is a left-hand hung door. So I'm now going to put my hinge plate on the bottom of the unit, like so. Never over tighten these screws because if you do, you can damage your end panel. On the back of the hinge, you have 2 hooks. These hooks need to go underneath there and there on your hinge plate. You insert the hinge like this, push it down until it clicks. You You do the same on the bottom and it clicks. If you ever need to remove your door, you push in the release mechanism at the back here and the hinge comes off. The hinge is adjusted 3 ways: up and down, left and right, and in and out. The adjustments are, this is up and down, this is in and out, and this one is left and right. Once you're happy with your adjustment, there are 2 cover caps. They clip on like this. And that's your standard soft close Cooke & Lewis door.